Hello to my lovies, it's Dad. Hope you're doing well today. The weather has taken a turn for the awesome here in Germany, and I'm out taking a walk. And when I take a walk, as usual, I think about you guys. I miss you and love you. Today, my best advice comes to you on the topic of Karma 101. There's a lot of confusion about what karma is. So that saying, of course, karma's a bitch. Or they've got good karma or bad karma or whatever. The reality is a lot of religions and philosophies unnecessarily confuse karma. It's pretty simple, actually. I'm going to try to make it simple for you in this particular video. There's 4 maxims about karma, 4 universal truths. Karma maxim number 1, saying yes to the best things in life will produce the best consequences in life. When you give yourself permission to do the very best things in life, things that you know are good for you, that are healthy, awesome, when you do those things, you're planting positive seeds. And the positive seeds will produce a positive harvest. Things like happiness and joy and peace and calm and quiet in your soul, love, all the things that everybody really, really wants in life. Those kinds of things are a harvest, a positive harvest of positive seeds that are planted when you say yes to the very best things in life. Maxim number 2, saying yes to the worst things will lead to the worst consequences. When you give yourself permission to say yes to the worst things, you're planting negative seeds that are going to produce a negative harvest. You'll harvest things like anger and rage, jealousy, resentment, bitterness, envy, hatefulness, drama, all that stuff that nobody really wants in their life, but they kind of tolerate. All that is a negative harvest produced by negative seeds that come from saying yes to the worst things in life. Maxim number 3 is saying no to the best things in life will lead to the worst consequences. When you give yourself, when you don't give yourself, let me put it this way, when you give yourself permission to say no to the best things in life, you end up planting negative seeds and you're going to get a negative harvest again, right? Maxim number 4, when you say no to the worst things in life, then it'll produce a positive outcome, a positive harvest. You're not planting certain seeds, and so you're going to not get a certain harvest, which is a good thing in some respects. So the 2 words that I want you to remember about these 4 maxims. The first word is the word immediately. The second word is the word eventually. What you need to know about karma is that it's not an exact science. There's no scientific formula for karma that allows you to measure its consequences. You can't put it under a microscope. You can't necessarily put it to the scientific method. But you can just know that while some consequences are immediate, based on your decisions in one of those 4 maxims, most of the consequences are going to be eventual, meaning you're not going to be able to tell when the consequences are going to grow, when the outcome is going to happen to you, but you can 100% predict that those consequences will happen. They're universal truths. You don't ever need to deceive yourselves into thinking that I can get away with making this decision or saying yes to this or no to that today and not have any kind of outcome. That's not how life works. Every little thing you do, every thought you think, every decision you make, every place you go, every person you talk to, all of those things have a ripple effect. And you can't control those ripples. That's the thing about karma. That's why people say karma's a bitch. Because you can't predict or control the ripples that come out of those decisions. But it's still predictable in that consequences will happen. So with that in mind, The conclusion of this is pretty simple. The very best way to live your life with the best quality of life is to live by maxim number 1. Give yourself permission to say yes to the very best things in life in order to have the best consequences in life. That is going to be the very best way to live a happy, peaceful, awesome life. I hope you guys will take this advice, this Dadvice, and put it in your Dadvice notebooks or your journals. I hope you have something like that going by now. Write these maxims down, write these truths down, memorize them, and apply them in everything you do. Love you guys very much. Miss you. Look forward to talking about these things soon.